Jermaine is ready for it though.
One-on-one, Jermaine, one-on-one.
Jermaine Francis bangs one.
Take some responsibility!
Jermaine's made that run down the line. He's going to get the ball now. So agile, so keen to be involved. Clipped in 18.
We've got goals to back and no time to lag. Up the tags.
Hello and welcome back to another #United game. Back also in the league. Who cares about cups anyway, Stampy?
I do, but we move, innit?
Yeah, we move. We really do care about cups. We're back in the league today. Devs has given the boys a message. It's time to refocus, forget about what's happened, switch back onto the league. So we've made a decent start against the side today. They've also made a decent start. They're 1 point ahead of us in the league, Tilbury, and there's a lot extra riding on this game. Opposing manager today is none other than John Coventry, or Covo as he's affectionately known. He's worked alongside Devs and our very own Joe Keefe when they were at East Thurrock together. So a lot riding on today's game, as well as those 3 points in the league. We've got some interesting additions or changes to the lineup today from the last match. We'll come on to that full lineup shortly. However, Stamps, what are you expecting from today's game?
A massive bounce back. That's exactly what I'm expecting. It's what I want. It's what all of us here want. We've lost 2 on the spin now. It's not the best, but there is a chance to put it right today with the right attitude, and we can really take the game to a team, and I hope it's this team today, Seb.
I hope so. It's a big game. There's a lot of spice on it, especially with 3 important points on the line. Now, as a quick reminder, Stamps, with a lot of other exciting things going on off the pitch, we've got our own stadium being built in UFL. You guys have been voting on that. Now it's time to vote for the name of that stadium. Head over to Twitter. There's a link down below for some crazy reason you're not already following us on Twitter. Keep your eye on Twitter this week and you can be getting involved in helping us name our very own stadium in UFL.
The Futurism Stadium, by the way.
Futurism Stadium.
Very, very
It was
nice.
my pick as well.
It.
It was
Yeah,
my pick.
I like
There was
it.
3 to pick from. I think we've made the right selection. You can probably see it on screen right now. You've heard from us. Let's hear from Devs.
A little bit about them, which is dependent on whether they've signed anyone in the last few days or not, which is possible, but they're effectively playing at the moment without an out-and-out centre forward. They play with energy, they look to counter on the break. I expect them to do what most teams have done to us this season. I mean, they did it to us last season. We weren't as good last season. They just bank in and almost going to let us have the ball. It's been more ruthless, more clinical, get our shots away with real purpose and hit the target at that end, and then we defend like dogs at the other end. Don't give teams any sniff. Even when we're comfortable, we've got to play with an edge that not going to give anything up. That's absolutely vital. If we do that, we'll be fine and we'll get better and better and better. But at the moment, we're not getting beat by teams, we're beating ourselves, right? And that's got to stop. There's got to be more character amongst us as a group. Yeah, more expectation, more demand from each other. Let's go, come on.
And here is your #United 11 for today. Keeping his place in goal, James Philp. Big game for him, first league start of the year for him. It's an important one. Pagey now back from holiday. Chance for him to impress the manager once again. Fullbacks today are Matthew Waldridge and returning Willis from his suspension. Centre-back pairing, the returning also Harry Haysom alongside Greg Halford. In the midfield we have Max Cornell, PK Humble with Yoni Vukac playing slightly ahead of those two. On the wings we have Jermaine Francis, who got his first comeback after injury in that recent cup defeat. He starts for the first time in a while today. Kojo Penteng on the other flank, and up front it is AT Alex Teniola replacing Toby Aramalaran, who will be away for a few weeks now on a work event. On the bench we have Joe DeBell, Pedro Carvalho, Iman Okunja, Anthony Page and Mackay Hyde. And we are underway. It's Yoni Vukac who gets us started for #United as we try and bounce back and get this league campaign motoring.
Good delivery here, please, Kojo.
It's floated and lofted. The keeper's not come to get it. Flicked on. Out by Haysom. Waldridge, though, only as far as him. He's the FPL king of the Isthmian League. Look at that. Delivery
Lefty.
into the box. Oh, great ball in. Floated. Harry Haysom has been an ever-present in the #United side. Short period out with an injury now. It's great to see him back in the side, isn't it, Stamps? That's what we like to see, a bit of work rate and endeavour. Here's a man that's got a massive engine as well. Max Cornhill.
Go on, AT.
It
Hold
was
that.
AT,
Oh,
does
what
hold it up.
touch.
Yoni, can he get a yard? He doesn't, but he gives it to PK, who does find a yard and fizzes
Deflected.
one off. It is deflected. It will be a corner to the tags. Into Miller. Miller looks to turn, does turn. Has he got room for a shot? He has. It's a really nice, and you know
my
what?
God.
That's an incredible goal.
Oh my God.
Incredible goal. The ball thrown into him. He didn't really have the time. One step from Chris Miller. He's found a yard and he's
Wow.
unleashed a rasper Tony Yeboah-esque. Not this again, Stamps. Tuesday night we conceded 2 shots and conceded 2 goals. We've just conceded 1 so far and it's gone in. We're 3 goals down for the last 3 shots on goal we've had.
That is crazy.
Chris Miller.
I think the throw on, we weren't aware to that open man. We were like a step behind. So Max was kind of on the retreat after he took the first touch, which was very, very good, by the way. And the strike, goodness me. Go on, drive, Matt.
Does he fancy one? Jermaine is ready for it, though.
One-on-one, Jermaine. One-on-one.
Jermaine Francis bangs one. That's nice,
central,
though. I like it.
central.
Get it. Get a moment. Fire a shot away. Clipped nicely from Cornell, looking to play a more penetrative ball. And here is Tom Salter.
Over the top.
Oh, you know what?
Push
Good play from Kurt Smith, to be honest. He's found a yard, and this is going to be a free kick in a pretty dangerous area. It's quite smash and grab from Tilbury, but they're making it count. It's going to be his left foot with the number 9. Kurt Smith struck really nicely, but straight into the wall. Appeals for a handball there is just, I mean, it's ambitious. Thackeray. Big kick. Cornhill up and wins it nicely, though. Here's Millar. Jermaine Francis getting stuck in and winning that ball. Played deep. You know what? AT has to gamble there.
Oh, he's done so well.
PK's cleared up the scraps. Can he get a shot away or win a free kick maybe of our own? Looking for room. Get onto the left foot. Francis into the box. Goes down against the fullback. Cuts it back into a dangerous area. It's got to be. He falls for Yanni. Oh, no. And here is PK again. Now surely. Yes! Come on. No Great flag. Goal. You've got to check the flag. It wasn't there. But a nicely worked move. PK involved in most of it. And then it falls to that man, Kojo Apenteng. And in the back of the net it goes. Let's have a look at this replay. PK humble. Nice little turn. Finds his man. Kojo's in the right place at the right time. A sniff for a goal. And in the back of the net. That is fragrant.
We had so many players there wanting the ball. It was like it missed 1, 2, 3. Someone had to get it at some point.
They're the ones that somehow just don't go in. But today they've gone in. So is that a sign? Can bounce back from. Come on.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
It's been a fairly strong start from Hashtag, who have had majority of the possession, but we're only 1-1. Tilbury showing they've got danger, and they might be showing some more right here. Into the box now. Halfer's beaten, but he's recovered quite well. Has he? Not quite yet. It's now on the edge for 10. Salter.
Good, Philp.
Good positioning and save from James Philp. He'll be pleased with that one. Francis. Cuts inside. Waldridge on the overlap. Created a little bit of room for Jermaine, who now finds Willis once again. Potentially a shooting opportunity. He's hit 2 men there, but it's not fallen to anybody in there. The flag is down, up. I don't know what's going on here, but the linesman has gone in line with it. Hang on, I think there might be a conversation happening here, Sam, before we get carried away.
The flag is down.
The flag is down, but the linesman stayed in situ, which means he thinks there might be a conversation to be had. He's walking over to his referee here, clipped in. It fell to Jermaine Francis, who's put the ball in the back of the net. It looked like a deflected over. It's a really nice finish, and I think the goal's been disallowed. I don't really know what was going on there, but I knew something was wrong because the linesman did not start running back towards the halfway line. He stayed there, flag down, which I don't know why he'd had the flag down. I don't really get that. But the goal's been ruled out, Stamps. Jermaine Francis. Nice little ball rag. On towards Yoni Vukaj. Jermaine's gone down, but he's now back up to join the fray. Yoni, out wide, PK. Jermaine's made that run down the line. He's going to get the ball now.
Go on, Jermaine.
So agile, so keen to be involved. Clipped in.
80! Oh, my goodness.
Just couldn't quite get up and over it, but that is something where Jermaine, interlinking in the middle, has created something from nothing. He gets knocked to the floor, straight back up, puts a really nice ball in. Thackeray. Straight to Willis. Doesn't quite get his intended reaction there. There's possibly a push in the back on Jermaine, but nothing given. And now Willis has got to turn his mind to defensive duties. As Alec Clark, the 11 for Tilbury's on this left-hand side. This one does probably have a left hand. Good footwork. Some really good step-overs down to the line, clipped in. And you know what? That was a really nice move. And a late run from Tom Salter, one of the smallest men on the pitch, who's got in front of everybody in a head-on goal. Off target, but a nice move. Here is Salter, who's become a more involved player in this latter stages of the first half. He's dispossessed there, and then Smith's got it, and there's a massive shout from Smith, and it's a foul, undoubtedly, right? Maybe it is a yellow card, thinking about it now, but the reaction is just so over the top. He's He's looking for it. He's looking to get in the ref's head, and he's succeeded there. Anyway, it's going to be Adam Topley. We've not seen a huge amount from so far. He's got Siemenchuk on this left-hand side as an option, but I think Kojo just spotted him. Clipped in from Topley. Over everybody, but Philp does really well to come and get it. Flag would have been up, would have been offside, but the referee lets it go and play advantage, which is good. You like to see that. Doesn't use the long throw this time, though. Here is Plunkett, though. His left foot whipped in over everybody, and that won't be stopped by Alex Clark, and it will be a goal kick. And the half-time whistle, just under a minute played of that first half. Hashtag United created an awful lot of moments around the goal. One goal disallowed, one goal that did stand, which levelled out the early goal from Tilbury. Let's see what Devs has got to say at half-time.
Pass and move, they can't stand it. They can't. We create a goal from 1-2 touches.
Where we've had opportunity to dominate the ball and probably dominated the ball, we've been woeful in a sense of we look like a side that's trying to make a game look comfortable. And by trying to make it look comfortable, we're flat-footed, we're late, we're not ready, we're not making our passes. Throw-ins, be in control of the situation. Headers, head it. If you're unsure, just head it with distance. Don't half headers that just bounce off you that put us under pressure. 4 times they've got in and around our box, resulted in 4 chances. Because we don't just deal with it. Take some responsibility. When the ball goes forward, gamble, chase. Don't go, I wasn't expecting it there. Go, you'll get in. And if anything, it's a slight breeze into you, you'll get in even more. This game is here for the taking. You're giving them a chance.
Kurt Smith gets us underway in this second half off the back of what I hear was an absolute hairdryer treatment from Jay Devereaux in the change rooms. Let's see if he gets the reaction he wanted. Pedro looking to show impetus to Devs to not get left out of this side again. He's now on. And here's a break for Tilbury. A big break. There's a lot of room for him to run into here. This is very concerning. Salter's making a run on the right. He's run the whole length of the pitch. Surely he can't get a shot away. Crucial tackle from Haysom. Salter, though, with the shot. He's tricky, isn't he? He reminds me a little bit of Conor Gallagher. It's not just the haircut. Here is Vukaj. It's very deep. It's over everybody, apart from Haysom at the back stick. And saved off the line by Isaac Nkosi. Yoni Vukaj with the corner. Clip, that's a better ball into the heart of the area. Nearly fell for Haysom again, who seems to just always get on the end of it from these corners or around it. Here is Pedro Carvalho. On the left-hand side, they're doubled up on him, which means there's one extra room in the middle potentially. PK, edge of the box. Can he find that yard? In towards AT, brings it down nicely, lays it off again to Cornell. Can he pull the trigger? He can't quite. Maybe Haysom can! Harry Haysom scores a shot on his return to the side. That left foot tucked in nicely. Max Cornhill was just moments from going off the pitch with a potential injury. He's held it up nicely, laid it off to Harry Haysom, and it's into the back left. Not much Finlay Thakaway could do about that. The tags are in the lead stamps.
How has Harry Haysom, the centre-back, just scored a shot? Like, the word shot and Harry Haysom should not be in the same sentence, but it is today, and what a goal it was. It took a bit of a deflection, but you know what? We will take that every single day of the week. Thank you very much.
Oh, you love to see it. Harry Haysom, as we hear ring out around the Len Salmon Stadium. Willis. Pumped forward. AT holds it up. Look for support. Doesn't get it. Doesn't quite stick for him. And Salter loses man very easily there and tries to thread through.
Oh
Nkosi.
my God.
What an unbelievable break for the tags. Jermaine France into the box. I'll tell you what, I've seen them given. He has still managed to get onto the ball here. Jermaine down the right-hand side, goes down again. Are we going to get a free kick this time? No, but somehow Jermaine still got the ball.
How many times, Ref?
He's got E-Man in support now. And Jermaine is now limping slightly. Here's Millar. Goes past Waldridge. He's a really great runner with the ball, Millar. We know he can strike one. Goes out wide left now to Clark. We know he's got the step-overs in him. Looks to just do a little flick down the line. Really nicely done. He's put one in and Philp does really well to parry it out for a corner. Got to remain switched on. Tilbury are a very potent attack on the break. Yoni. Good clip. Beats everyone. Beats the man off the line nicely. Good delivery that. Surprised Thakaway didn't try and come and get it. Pedro, can he hold it up? A little bit of acrobatics. He's flicked. Oh, really nicely on the turn.
AT loves that like swing round bicycle kick. He did it in the first half. He's done it in the second. He's getting
Agile
closer
young
and
man.
closer.
Goes for Clark, returns into Plunkett instead. Here's Salter. Salter jumps inside. Great challenge from Pedro there. Just
Pedro,
used his shoulder. Can he break
Pedro,
here? He does nicely. Oh, AT. This is brilliant
Yes,
football from
lovely
Hashtag.
football. Come
Lovely
on.
little triangles. Here's
Drive.
Pedro into the box. Beats his
it's a
man. You know
great
what? It's a
tackle.
fantastic tackle. It's a
It's a great
fantastic
tackle.
tackle from Conor Martin. He didn't look too sure of himself in the first half, but that is an assured challenge as you can hope after some really intricate play from Hashtag. And
That's
Haysom
Harry,
does
did
what
you?
all good players do. When there's been a little bit of danger, just kick it out of the stadium. Been a bit of a rebounder for us today. Up to him, play off him. Clipped over. Jermaine's going to try and do well. Jermaine's done really well. Nearly falls for AT. Oh, and he's held his ankle. He's in a bit of pain possibly here, AT. I think what happened was somebody tried to clear it, and I think instead of making contact with the ball, they hit the back of his leg. I think that's just a contact injury. It's going to hurt, but he's going to be all right, I think.
Oh, it's a good layoff there. Oh my goodness!
nice
How have they
legs.
still got the ball?
Clark has been
How
such a
have they
danger
still
on the,
got the
in the
ball?
left all day. Clips over, getting
Oh
turned
my
over in the end.
goodness.
James Philp called into action unnecessarily, really. Just glided through, but he was there when needed. Okay, Yoni Vukaj on the corner. Clipped, outswinger. Ball in, Haysom nearly onto it. Then Waldridge, now out.
Oh goodness!
E-Man does enough though.
Dealt with it.
PK's
but
got
it's
to
still
run because
there.
he's Clark, who's a real threat. E-Man's got to judge this perfectly. Does enough to do a bit of a block on him, in fairness.
I think we've
Not
got
sure if
away
it was
with one
intentional or
now,
not, but
I'll
it
be honest.
worked. E-Man, crossfield ball. If that misses Plunkett,
Yeah,
we're in.
that's a
it
great
does.
switch.
Here goes Pedro. Can he sucker in Plunkett and then beat him on the outside? Goes on the inside instead. Back into the outside.
Come on.
Carvalho into the box.
Oh,
and it is watched quite well by
almost.
Dequame Copland,
Oh,
the
it's
substitute,
so close.
who brings it away for Tilbury. But it's not out yet. Jermaine's gone down and he's
Oh.
taken one in the face.
He's just kicked.
No,
him
he
in
didn't
the
kick
face.
him. What happened is he slid over him, and as his body went over him, on the way through, his foot just clipped past Jermaine's face. It was not intentional, no malice in it.
I thought he was. He wasn't going to blow the whistle. There, it's a head injury.
Okay, Waldridge plays it across the go. Hawford wasn't really ready for it, but he's always ready for something. And that's a phenomenal Hail Mary buy from Pedro.
What a
Incredible
first
first touch. Cut back. Who's there?
Oh.
18, not quite. Oh, that was a big opportunity. Greg Holford just creating something out of absolutely nothing. And it's not cleared yet at the back stick. Gotta go!
Yes,
There
come on,
it is!
Pedro. Who's that? Is that Pedro?
I think it's E-Man, isn't it?
That's
Is
E-Man.
Pedro? Not sure.
E-Man or Pedro?
Well, it was a move created by Greg Halford, who played an incredible diagonal ball through to Pedro.
That's
put
the
the ball
one.
across. We weren't able to do it. The move didn't end though. Recycled it. Ball comes in from the right-hand side. Clipped up. It falls down. And it's Pedro Carvalho on his right foot
It
who
was Pedro.
bangs it off the post and in. And that makes things a lot more comfortable for Hashtag United.
So much more comfortable. That move there deserved the goal. Let's be honest. It deserved the goal.
And things are looking a lot more comfortable. 3 goals and looking good for 3 points.
Handball, ref.
Pedro's been brilliant since he come on. He's been a real problem over on this wing. He's been on both wings here. He's clipped that in nicely over everyone. Nearly falls for AT. E-Man on the edge. Oh! Hashtag really enjoying themselves now in this second half. They've got the daylight. Jermaine Francis does well. Wins the ball and gets past everybody now. Into his room and there's a free kick and there's not
Come
much
on,
else
man.
you can do with Jermaine. Oh, he's in pain. He's in pain. He's wriggling around there. That's not good.
He got knocked there on the way down. Halford like the shot.
Man on here. There was no way it was 10 yards away when that ball was played. And if he wins it back, it should go back. But it won't matter now because Willis goes wide. Jermaine is up on his feet and putting balls into the box. You love to see it. Willis. Back to PK. PK clipped over towards E-Man. Great first touch. Can he
Shut
finish
up.
it? It's in the back of the net, but the flag's up.
Come on.
For a central midfielder, that first touch and finish was something that
Wow.
Dennis Bergkamp would have been proud of.
Wow.
Brilliant
I'll see
composure
that.
in
I'll
front
see
of
that
goal.
back Seb in the
That was nice.
in the edit. I don't know. No one's really complaining that it was onside, so
You don't really complain at 3-1 up there, do you? You're just like,
Yeah,
okay,
true,
we'll move
true,
on. Maybe we'll get a look at that one in a second in a replay. But for now, we have to worry about this because all of a sudden it's Millar who could be going through. Waldrid's done enough to it. It's nearly the most outrageous own goal I've ever seen. The woodwork keeps it out, but the danger's not clear yet. Millar on the right-hand side, the number 8. Waldrid just stands on his feet, and it's going to be a corner, I think.
What the hell just happened in that play?
I do not know. The referee checks his watch. He's going to blow his whistle stamp. So watch this. 3, 2, 1. And there is the final whistle. It was the second half performance that Devs asked for. Hashtag coming back from 1-0 down to lead this one 3-1. Very, very pleasing to get back to winning ways. Stampy, how'd you round that one up for us?
Really, really good. I'm just glad, Sev, that we've got those 2 losses out of our system now. We've got a win back on the board. And now we can just push forward from this point onwards and hopefully now go on a good run in the league.
Let's hope so. I'm going to ask you for your UFL player of the match. Have you got anyone ready for us?
I'm debating it between Haysom and Jermaine. I'm not too sure. I'm thinking Jermaine obviously should have had a goal. I think he's been amazing since he's come back in, obviously off the back of an injury. Do you know what? I'm going to go Jermaine. I'm going to go Jermaine. Sorry, Haysom.
Okay.
You've had too many, mate. You've had too many.
Fair enough. Well, Jermaine Francis is your UFL player of the match. Let's get into the change rooms and hear how Devs maybe congratulates the Tags.
A really good 3 points for a number of reasons. One being, and some of you won't even know, but you know, myself and Joe have worked with their manager for years. We go back a long way, so it's never ever going to be anything but a difficult game. But we weren't anywhere near where I think we need to be, where we should be. Joe said before the game about being ruthless. Ruthless isn't just winning games of football. It's the way you win. It's the way you win games. It's controlling games, and I think we probably needed to control that game better than we did today for long periods. That said, you know, you've got 2 goals second half. You've 1 disallowed. We've had a big penalty shot. You know, we've still creating, but there's ruthlessness in terms of our decision and everything we do. We've got to be colder. We've got to be, because we're gonna play better sides than that, and we're gonna have to be better. We will get there, but we have to get there sooner rather than later. Right? It's got to happen quick. It's got to happen quick.
Jermaine, congratulations on winning the UFL Player of the Match award, actually given to you by me. You're welcome again. How do you find out then? How does it feel to be back?
First of all, it feels great to be back. Obviously, a month out on injury due to my knee. And most importantly, we got the 3 points.
And how was it out there for you? Because at times, I thought you were going to come off, but you were going through the walls, you were bruised, you were battered. I can see there's a little bit of a lump there on your eyebrow.
Yeah, do you know what? Got kicked in the head twice, but you know what? I'm used to it. We knew you had to bounce back today because obviously form knocked out the FA Trophy and also FA Cup in the space of 2 weeks. We knew we had to bounce back, take our chances, and we did so.
Offside or no offside?
No offside. No offside. The refs got it wrong.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm editing it, so we'll see in the replay, but well done for today, mate.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it. Fantastic win for Hashtag. Back in the league, back with 3 points. And just before we go, let's get a look at the league table. Hashtag United, little climb up the league. Doesn't matter too much where you are in the league at this point, but it's always good to see a nice arrow upwards. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to show a little bit of love for the Tags, maybe you're a channel member, you get enjoying all the benefits of the exclusive streams we do, maybe you're not. If you want to give that little bit of extra love for the 3 points, drop a like on this video, hit subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll see you again very soon.